Hey, what's up? I'm thedallaswade, and today we are going to be contacting spirits from the other side using a ritual known as Latum Alterum. Or at least we are going to try to do that by following the instructions that I found on a subreddit known as r/threekings. I will also be sharing each step along the way in case anyone else wanted to try this ritual out for themselves, but I do want to give a disclaimer and say that I do not personally recommend anyone else trying out this ritual. I don't think that it's safe. I'll explain that more later, but for now, let's go contact the other side. When I started looking for methods of contacting the shadow side, I discovered a subreddit known as r/threekings. r/threekings is a place where Reddit users share and compile lists of religious and spiritual rituals from all around the world. The index on the page now contains over 200 verified rituals. Rituals designed to send the user or their consciousness to other realms or summon entities from other realms into our own. One of the most interesting of these rituals is known as Latum Alterum. Latum Alterum is a ritual designed to open up a portal that allows spirits from the other side to enter into our world and interact with the person performing the ritual, as well as their environment. To perform this ritual, you will need a candle, matches, a sharp knife, a piece of paper, a mirror, and a dark room. Before you begin the ritual, wait until it's dark outside. You cannot perform this ritual in the daytime. Once the sun has set, bring all of your materials into a dark room, set the mirror on a wall, and then sit down in front of it. Next, get the piece of paper and lay it down in front of you. Now, take the knife and make a small cut in your thumb and then squeeze the blood onto the piece of paper. Don't actually do this, by the way. I would never recommend any of you to do anything that would cause yourselves physical or mental harm, especially this. But don't worry, I did it so that you don't have to. Just watch me perform the ritual and I'll let you know exactly how it goes. You don't have to actually do this one. You can sit this one out. Anyway, with that out of the way, according to the instructions, the next step says that you have to place the candle on top of the spot of blood on the paper and then light the candle with a match. Don't use a lighter. You have to use a match. After the candle is lit, chant this 4 times. I wish to speak with the other side. You are allowed into my home to my event. I wish to speak with the other side. You are allowed into my home to my event. I wish to speak with the other side. You are allowed into my home to my event. I wish to speak with the other side. You are allowed into my home to my event. Now blow out the candle and say this. Thanks for coming to my event. Welcome. Next, light the candle once again with a match. Don't use a lighter. If the match fails to light when you strike it, or if the candle goes out more than 3 times, leave the room and run to the nearest light source as fast as you possibly can. And do not return to that room under any circumstances until morning. If the match lights when you strike it, and if the candle is successfully lit, then you have successfully completed the ritual and the portal is now open. At this point, you will experience one of 3 things. You might hear whispers behind you. This means that the spirits have accepted your invite and entered into your home, and they are now talking to each other. You will probably feel a tingling sensation on your back. But don't worry, that is just the spirits attempting to get your attention. You also might feel them touch you, but no matter what you feel, no matter what you sense, do not turn around to look at them. You must only look at them through the mirror in front of you. Just sit there, relax, stare into the mirror, and listen to what the spirits have to say. The second thing that might happen is you might not experience any of that. You may not hear whispers, you may not feel anything touch you, and you may not see anything in the mirror. If this is the case, then you will probably hear taps and knocks around your home or in your room. This means that the spirits have accepted your invite, but they'd rather explore your house than talk to you or the other spirits. spirits. And thirdly, if you do not experience either of those two scenarios, then it is possible that the spirits did not accept your invite into your home. And it is also possible that something more sinister is going on. Once you are done with the ritual, or if the candle happens to go out, put out the candle, close your eyes, and chant this. The event is over now. You should go home and never return. As soon as you are done chanting, the ritual is over. Now leave the room and don't return until morning. I followed all of these steps, so let me tell you what I experienced. I believe it was shortly after midnight when I performed Latum Alterum, and I was in a very positive headspace. My week had been great up until that point. The weather was amazing. I love this fresh fall weather, and my day up until that point had been extremely productive. So I was in a good mental state. And while I am a skeptic and I don't necessarily believe in spiritual or supernatural stuff, I am extremely open-minded, especially when I go into a ritual like this. I try to make myself believe that it is entirely possible that whatever the desired outcome is within the realm of possibility. So when I performed Latum Alterum, I fully convinced myself that I absolutely could contact some spirits. And there was actually one point where I thought that I got some spirits. I had been sitting there for maybe 20 minutes, and then I heard a loud noise outside of my studio, like something moving around or climbing around outside. As soon as I heard the noise, I panicked a little bit. I was like, holy crap, this thing actually worked. There's actually some spirits roaming around. So for a good 2 or 3 minutes, I was a full-blown believer. I actually believed that there were possibly some spirits roaming around outside of my studio. As much as I would like to believe that the noises I heard were spirits wandering around outside my studio after entering in through the portal that I had summoned, I think it's a lot more likely that it was my cat, Nugget. Nugget is a very strange cat. She might even be paranormal. I think that's entirely possible. But while she might be paranormal, I don't think that Latum Alterum is. Overall, my experience with Latum Alterum was good. I think I sat there for about an hour just meditating, and that was nice. It's not a bad way to spend an evening, but I think I could have meditated without slicing my thumb open, so I don't recommend anyone else trying the ritual. I think there are better rituals out there, and I don't believe that this is paranormal at all. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. Also subscribe and activate that little bell icon if you haven't already. Go follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook if you'd like to keep up with me behind the scenes. And if you'd like to help support what I do, you can pledge to my Patreon or leave me a tip on Cashapp. Links and information for all of that stuff is in the description down below. Thank you for all of your support, and I'll see you in the next worship service.